Shalom. Welcome back. First and foremost, I want to give all glory, praises, and honors to Yahweh, Ba'ashem Yahweh Shai. I want to give double honors to the apostles and elders of Great Millstone. I want to say salutations to your brothers that's pushing this word in sincerity and in truth. Back with another article. Basically, going to get into this is from the Mirror. It says Archbishop of Canterbury says Jesus shouldn't be portrayed as white. Okay, so I want to bring this out because you got to realize that Esau Edom, uh, his entire program, all right, his entire kingdom is fallen. All right, I'm gonna continue to hammer that point because all these things coming out where you got perceived Edomites saying this about the true image of Yahweh Shai, who the world ignorantly called Jesus, is not white. These statues being broken down and idols being broken down everywhere. All right, these are all signs, okay, of a falling, collapsing system, right? And it says the Archbishop of Canterbury has suggested that Jesus should not be portrayed as white. Reverend Justin Welby insists the church must not ignore the Black Lives Matter movement and said Christians should rethink how Jesus Christ is portrayed as a white man, right? So this is infuriating, of many of the right-wing Edomites out there who is steadfast in the blonde hair, blue-eyed portrayal of the Messiah, even though, which I'm gonna grab, which is the basic milk scriptures, it tells you what the Lord looks like. Okay, it's right in the Bible, and it tells you what He looked like. It says He said that this needs to be reviewed in the light of anti-racism protests worldwide, but added He did not want to throw out the past by moving forward. All right, the most reverend R.T. Han Welby, 105th Archbishop of Canterbury, was asked whether Jesus' characterization needs to be looked at appearing on BBC Radio for today's program. He said, yes, of course it does. The sense that God was white, you go into churches around the world and you don't see a white Jesus, which I don't know what he's talking about. Well, especially here, I'll say in America, that's what you mainly see. It says you see a black Jesus, a Chinese Jesus, a Middle Eastern Jesus, which is, of course, the most accurate. And there's no such thing as Middle Eastern, right? So now this is more of a play on words, more to keep you ignorant. All right, the Lord made nations, and those nations are still in existence today. All right. So when you say Middle Eastern, what the hell does that mean? You Negroes, you Negroes, Native Americans, right? So-called Latinos, you were originally in the Middle East. There's many people that has been in that swath of land, that fertile crescent. All right, right. The people that's in Egypt right now aren't the original Kemetic Egyptians, the Africans, Hamites. Them people they got pushed out. So what are you really saying? All right, you can't be so simple when you read stuff like this because it's meant to fool the simple, but that's why the Bible tells you to study to show yourself approved. All right, when you really get into the color and the accuracy of what the Messiah looked like. Okay, he says the Archbishop insisted he did not want to throw out the past, but said the University of Christ needs a rethink. He added, Jesus is portrayed as many ways as there are cultures, languages, and understandings. Right, but it's all about universalism, right? When you really get into the word Catholicism, but like I said, when you go into the scriptures and you get the description of the Messiah, he definitely did not look like this. Right? He said that the Jesus should not be portrayed as white. That's the best thing he has said. It says, as I don't think that throwing out everything we've got in the past is a way to do it, but I think saying that that's not the Jesus who exists, that's not who we worship, is a reminder of the universality of God who became, well, he going off again. They were two separate entities. But But that's the point, man. Even that he's up saying this, and this is close to the image according to the scripture right here. This picture right here that's on the screen. But like I said, I'm gonna go into the scriptures and just realize that even having this archbishop come out and say this and make these statements, it's letting you know that this Esau's kingdom is coming down, man. And there's gonna be a brief period of this new world order come into play, and then that's it, man. It's a curtain call. But let's go to the scriptures. Let's go to the book of Psalm 64. And where did I start at? Really, the whole chapter is good. I go to 5. They encourage themselves in an evil manner. They commune laying snares privily. They say, who shall see them? So that image of white Jebus, right? This image is a snare, man. You got Big Mama that got that huge ass Bible with him on the cover that's been sitting, in the family house, for years and years. And people get offended when we take this image and we put horns on it and we do our street preaching, okay? They get offended at this, all right? Because it's a snare. People really believe that the Messiah looked like that, all right? It says, they search out iniquities. They accomplish a diligent search. Both the inward thought of every one of them is deep, and the heart is deep. But when you really get into Esau, Edom, they search everything, man. They do digs, right? They excavate. They go into all these ancient historical cities, and they look for evidence, and they notice these things exist. They go into the pyramids. They go into the wall. They know how all these people look. And he didn't look like that that blonde hair, blue eyed Jebus. All right. His real name is Yahushua in Hebrew because he was a Hebrew man. All right. It says, but the Most High shall shoot at them with an arrow. Suddenly they shall be wounded. So they shall make their own tongue to fall upon themselves. All that see them shall flee away. Right. So right now, man, Edomites are under fire. They under fire in general. That's why you have all these Karen reports and all these Edomites out here fucking losing it, man. Because they see the society and how things are viewed and how equality is and everything is being questioned. All right, everything is being looked at, examined under his watch. Okay, because people are realizing that this man is, he's the reason. He's the reason that you Israelites are having such hard problems in this world, man. This man right here, this Edomite. So he gotta go down, man. He can't be in rulership because this is what comes of it when he is in rulership. All right. Let's go back. Let's go to the book of actually let's get the image. Let's get the image real quick. Let's go to the book of Revelation 11. It's like not 11. Revelation 1:14. It says his head and his hairs were white like wool. So he had white hair and it was woolly. Now this is the revelation of John, and this is how he seen him. All right. So he had woolly hair and it was white when he saw him. But like I said, when you go back to this article, the Lord with the woolly hair in this picture symbolizing him is more closer to how the Bible describes him. It says white like wool, as white as snow, and his eyes were as a flame of fire, and his feet like unto fine brass, as if they burned in a furnace. So he was dark complected. All right, because your feet is the same color as the rest of your body. All right. It says that his voice had the sound of many waters. He had a deep voice. So this is more accurate, and this is just flat out BS. Okay, you still believing in this, man? You way behind the 8 ball. But let's go back, because like I said, this man's kingdom is coming down. It's coming down, right? What other point? Yeah, they asked, the Archbishop said that the church is looking at whether some statues need removing. Some will have to come down. Some names will have to change. So yeah, all these idols and things they talking about coming down, breaking them down, made me think of the book of Jeremiah. Jeremiah, the 50th chapter, right? So I'm gonna read a little bit from that. We're gonna call it a day. This is Jeremiah 50:2. It says, "Declare ye among the nations, and publish and set up a standard. Publish and conceal not. Say Babylon is taken, Baal is confounded, Merodach is broken in pieces. Her idols are confounded. Her images are broken in pieces." So a lot of these images of slave owners, of so-called civil war people are getting destroyed all over this country and being taken down. All right. It says, "For out of the north there cometh up a nation against her, which shall make her land desolate, and none shall dwell therein, and they shall remove, they shall depart, both man and beast." And this is going into Bible prophecy. This is really going into Russia. All right. And there's another article which I'm gonna have to get about Russia keep flying its jets. I believe it was in Alaska, something like that. So Russia's eventually gonna shoot nuclear missiles over here, man, and make America, aka Mystery Babylon, the hugest, biggest, largest desert on the planet. Right? That's gonna happen according to Bible prophecy. Verse 4: "In those days and in that time, saith the Lord power, the children of Israel shall come, and they and the children of Judah together, going and weeping, and they shall go and seek the Lord their power." Right? So both people are coming together. You still got our people that's on this whole black power only Israelite nonsense. When you got Northern Kingdom brothers out there laboring, understanding this word, teaching, full of the Holy Spirit, but a lot of our people are so carnal with this Israelite stuff that they just don't get it, man. They have no understanding, right? And they're gonna be destroyed because of it. It says, verse 5: They shall ask the way to Zion, and their faces thitherward, saying, Come and let us join ourselves to the Lord in a perpetual covenant that shall not be forgotten. Right. So we gonna be set up through the Spirit under Yahweh Shem Yahweh Shai. All right. The kingdom of Israel is gonna be restored. Okay. The house of David is gonna be restored. The eternal order is gonna be restored. Okay. You're gonna have your mind right. You're gonna have your mind right. All right. And you're not gonna keep falling to this flesh, and we finally gonna get to enjoy the earth the way it was meant to be. Okay. He says, "My people have been lost sheep. The shepherds have caused them to go astray. They have turned them away on the mountains. They have gone from mountain to hill. They have forgotten their resting place." And a lot of our people are gonna still fall because of this, man. They're still gonna fall because of this. So this is pretty much the point, that this place is falling, man. Though it Terry, wait for it. This place is falling. I want to give all glory, praise, and honor to Yahweh Shem Yahweh Shai. I want to say shalom the next time.